Welcome to my low-level Ultimate Iron Man Fletching guide. Now, the low levels are kind of annoying and tedious, but I found a pretty good way to do fletching early on, and it also raises a bunch of skills at the same time, which I definitely think is beneficial. And so yeah, let's get into this guide. Now the first part, we're going to be making arrow shafts. Now this alone isn't really good XP, but the other parts are a lot better. Now you can start off with the logs in Port Sarim near this fishing shop, which is good because you can buy feathers there later, and it's only like 2,000 GP for 1,000 feathers, which is actually some decent XP when you start putting the feathers on the arrow shafts. Also, when you get to a higher level, you can use this oak tree right here to get your arrow shafts faster. And when the tree goes down, you just make your arrow shafts, and then when the tree comes back, you just keep cutting. Just like this, and while you're doing that, the tree will come back very fast. Okay. And then you keep going. Now you can either get 1,000 of these, 2,000 of these, however many you think is necessary. But I already got 1,000, so we're going to move on. But you're probably going to want to need law runes and a decent magic level for getting around. I mean, the requirements are probably only like 37 magic, and Arty Cloak would be very beneficial. Probably needed for this method, but honestly, if you're an Ultimate Iron Man, just go get your Arty Cloak. It's not that hard. Now that we got about 2,000 headless arrows, this is where the Arty Cloak comes in handy. Because you can teleport right here and get coal and get iron. So you can make, depending on if you have nature runes or not, you can make iron bars or steel bars. But in this one, I'm just going to make iron bars because that's a lower level requirement. And let's get a full inventory of iron. Alright, now that you got your iron ore, you got to run north here. Now, you could use the furnace here to make these into iron bars. But there's only like a 50% chance, so you wouldn't get as many bars. Where if you just have the nature runes, you could add the bars already, and you could be teleporting to Varrock to make these into arrowheads. But if you don't have the nature runes, then you should go over here to get some free nature runes. And it's also cheaper that way too, because it's free. And you just pick lock the door. Now this requires 28 thieving, which isn't hard to get at all, and a lot of it can be done through questing. So you just search here, and you get a nature rune, and then you superheat your bar, and then you only gotta wait about 5 seconds. Now, normally the wait's about 10 seconds if you're just doing this, but by the time you superheat, it just goes by so fast. And look. Okay, now. Alright, now we got another one. So, yeah, it's not that long to wait. And it will like take a couple minutes to make these into a full inventory of iron bars. Now, once we get a full inventory of iron bars, we teleport straight to Varrock. Now, if you don't have law runes, then you can use your Chronicle, which actually gets you pretty close to there as well. And then you just go straight here. It's not far away from the anvil. And you use that on the anvil. And you make your arrow tips. Now this gives some smithing XP as well. Now if you actually look at this method, you're gaining fletching XP, mining, smithing, magic, thieving, and not only that, you're getting arrows to get your ranged up. Now I know my stats aren't high right now, but I thought this method might be helpful for a few people. Look, 37 XP each. I know it's not a lot of them, but we're going to be gaining like our 3rd fletching level just this video, so. So yeah, I hope this guide was helpful in any way. If it was, be sure to leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and bye.